Yes, hello friends and investors, plant investors. Welcome once again to our new episode of Plant Guide. So I'll be doing a short propagation video for today, and this is the BOOMBASTIC. You know, I think it's very popular in every home because they are one of the most common plants in the house. So if you don't know how to propagate this plant yet, so you might as well learn from this video. We're able to propagate maybe 3, 4, 5 BOOMBASTIC plants in the house, and you just have to be careful with this plant because this is poisonous to pets and to human beings also. And you know, when you're propagating, make sure not to touch any of the juice from the plant because it's going to cause some itchiness in your skin, or it can even do some light burns in your skin. And some who are really allergic, they get really bad reaction to this plant. So you better have to be careful when you're propagating this plant. So you have to wash your hands right after, and make sure that you don't touch the the juice from the stem. And this is poisonous to pets, so make sure if you have some dogs in the house, you keep them away from this plant. But of course, they're dogs. So let's start propagating. This is the one. I just teach you how to do it. Actually, this was propagated as well, but I can still do because its stem is still very long. So let's get a knife. Knife cuts like a knife. So yes, it depends on how tall you want this to look in the pot. So maybe we can try somewhere here in this portion. So just make like a horizontal cut right through the plant. So there. So this is now our. It actually has a smell. I don't know if the smell is poisonous. So if you've seen some of the YouTube videos, it's one of the poisonous plants that you should be, careful. So let's get some pot and transfer this one. And here, there's already soil, but I'll get some coconuts. I'm sorry for the interference, short interference. So I got this one. Actually, it was just my own experiment to galon sa tubig to wrap the tip of the cut portion of the plant with the coconut. It's like putting a bandage to the injured part of the plant, and it's been effective ever since. So just be careful not to touch the juice. It's poisonous and it might be itchy there. And it actually facilitates the growth. Wait. There. So this is how it looks now. You just have to do this like this one, and we're ready to put this in the pot. So right there. Then put more coconut para husks. I think is it called coconut husks? No. Basta this is coconut, old coconuts. To make sure that it's fixed and intact, so it doesn't move a lot. So it's going to be faster for the plant to recover. And there. It's like you're doing some markup on a tree. Yes. Then I think that we're able to put enough coconut, old coconut. I'm not sure if it's called husk. It's the coconut. I lost track of the term. So now let's add soil. There. And do some pressing. So here's now our propagated BOOMBASTIC plant. It looks a lot better as compared to the one that we had earlier, because its stem is a little bit curvy. Then after propagating, you have to make sure that you put the plant in a place where it can actually recover. Don't expose it to direct sunlight. So we just place it somewhere like it's an ICU place in the house for the plants. And this is now the one that we were able to propagate. Actually, we are experimenting. We're trying to make as many propagation as possible. So this is what we did, but we're not yet sure if it's going to work. But it actually worked with some aglaonemas. So we get a section of the stem like this, and try to make several cuts from this stem, maybe about 3, so about 1 inch long, and just place it in the soil and observe if it develops new sprouts or new growth. Actually, it worked with one of the aglaonemas that we tried to experiment on, and it's producing new leaves. So let's put it in soil and observe after some time. So be careful not to touch this, because it's kind of poisonous, and it can irritate your skin. So this one is the mother plant. Just put it down. And actually, this one is also a propagation. This has been propagated for I think 2 months. So let's check if it's developing enough roots already. So as you will notice, after propagation, like a few days or maybe a week, some of the leaves, the lower leaves, will start to dry up and even die. I think that's normal because they're close to the portion where it was cut. But if the remaining leaves are okay and we're able to recover, or it means that your propagation was successful. So hope not all the leaves will die. So this one, let's check the bottom of the plant. Yeah, it's got some new roots, the white ones. So new roots for this one. So I think it's safe for us to transfer this to another plant. You see, we wrapped it with coconuts around the portion where it was cut. So let's get another pot for this one. So we'll have one more BOOMBASTIC. I think it's another variety. It's more white, the leaf. So this one, we'll use this one. Let's get some soil here. More soil. Actually, for this plant, not like philodendrons, you really need to put more coconut cuttings, what they call it. This one, I can just use soil. Actually, this plant has a smell after cutting it, so you have to be careful. I'll transfer this one here, and it looks better. And actually, this BOOMBASTIC it's good inside. It's good inside the house, because as you notice, some of your plants will become to get dry, or they even die inside the house, because plants actually need sunlight once in a while, like human beings as well. We need the sun, or else we'll turn yellow, diba? So they need the sun for photosynthesis and to develop more leaves and to become healthier. So you have to expose them once in a while in the sun. That's why. But for this plant, Boombastic, we noticed that it can survive inside a house. You know, they love indoors, but the problem is they are kind of poisonous, so to pets and humans. So maybe you can put them in an elevated area inside your house, because of its characteristic that it is poisonous. Actually, before the lockdown, you noticed that this plant was placed outside the house. This will also enjoy good sun, even though it was exposed to direct sun, but not like for the whole 8 hours during the day. But they were able to survive because they're already very mature. Because they're ones, I think they are the ones of the very first plants of my mother here in the house. She's a plant collector. So it's done, and I just get the old propagation that we had. I'll show you new sprouts. How it looks like. And I'm back. So this is the one. So this is the bottom cut of this plant. You see, it's already producing actually three. There are three now. So this one is it's already a leaf now, and there are two small ones at the bottom. So we made horizontal cut for this one. Just leave like about 3 inches of from the roots. So that's what we did. So yeah, that's it for our propagation video for today. Bye for now.